Hey y'all, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Take the parts that resonate, leave everything else behind. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. Welcome in, y'all. I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody had a really good, restful sleep last night. I have been having the most insane dreams. I've been having really weird dreams. It's the one thing I do remember. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember they were weird as hell by the time I wake up. All right, so it is the 4th of July. We're not necessarily celebrating the 4th because our whole nation's going up in flames. So it's a chill, relaxed day for us. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Interesting. Somebody right now is they're being faced with a decision. Someone here is being faced with a decision. And I feel like somebody here may be kind of going back and forth about whether to take action to heal a connection that has been severed. The severance of the connection may have been very heartbreaking. It may have hurt somebody's feelings. I do get the energy of someone here who's kind of holding on to you. I do have an energy of somebody wanting to offer an apology. It's kind of interesting, though. And it's interesting because when I say I don't feel whatever it is, I'm not getting, that's why I'm like, I'm speaking I'm speaking in a very measured way because I see an apology. I see somebody kind of vacillating and going back and forth, like, should I approach? Should I not approach? I want to heal the connection because the relationship between you has pretty much deteriorated. I'm almost afraid to move this. It was kind of I need to move this down a little bit. I feel like the relationship is deteriorated, or at least the foundation of it is maybe no longer in existence. Maybe whatever the relationship was originally built on was faulty, and so speaking from like the collective's position, it almost feels, because I say this doesn't come with feelings. I've never I'm kind of at a loss right now because I've never actually had a reading where I threw cards and I don't feel anything. I literally don't feel anything right now. So I don't believe that this is not you. This is not the collective. But somebody does want to apologize or offer some kind of token. I don't know. I think the lack of the feeling is what's troublesome for me. Because I can't pick. When I tell you this is because when I say, you hear me repeat it over and over again when I'm doing these readings, I feel that it feels like this, it feels like that, is because the imagery of the cards, the meaning of the cards, and when they're all combined, it comes with an energy signature, like a feeling. I feel those feelings. What I have on the board, I see it, but I cannot feel it. So it almost makes me feel like maybe the energy that they're approaching you in isn't actually genuine, because I literally don't feel anything. It's kind of off-putting, to be honest. It's off-putting. I don't like it. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so somebody. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna take. I normally only take 6 cards per section, but uh. Oh no, this is right. One, two, oh no. 7 cards jumped out. So I'm actually gonna take them. I'm gonna take that extra card. I don't like this, guys. Whoever this was, I think maybe this could also be family. I wasn't gonna go down that road, but this feels a little bit more like family. It could be somebody that you may have even shared space with. Okay. Now, I have somebody here. If you removed yourself from a situation or an environment, the loss of your energy or your presence has been deeply felt. Okay. I kind of feel like, again, this person over here, and there's a lot of swords. So there's somebody here who's like really, really in their head about what has been done, things that may have been said. But I can clearly see that somebody's really worried. Somebody definitely could be going through like some dark night of the soul or something. Somebody's feeling very regretful for maybe some of the things that they did or some of the ways that they may not have shown up for you. But when I say that the environment, that whatever you walked away from, you shifted the energy of the environment when you removed your energy. Like this, it's kind of like being in a space where people could actually feel love, like they feel love in your presence because you carry that energy signature. And it's kind of like, this is interesting because what it looks like is, it looks like this person definitely wants to communicate with you. They want to clear the air, but they're kind of worried that, number one, you won't accept the conversation, you might not entertain it or whatever. And like I've been repeating over and over again, the past doesn't really have anything new to say. If you are in a mental and if you're in a healthy mental and emotional state to like hear somebody out, then do with that information what you will. This kind of looks like somebody's in regret for not actually showing up for you when you consistently may have always shown up for them. Maybe you always came with the energy of love. Didn't matter what was going on between you or whatever. Your energy brought the love into the room. And if at any point you felt like you didn't have people around you to support you and help you or whatever, they're in regret. I kind of feel like this person's in regret that they didn't show up for you like that. And I don't know. I kind of get the impression that they want to come in and try to like bridge some gap, but they may not have a lot to offer either. They may not have a lot to offer because they may also need some help. They may need some help. They may come to you with their hand out. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, so part of this is family. This has something to do with your family. This is interesting. This is an interesting energy. Because I do feel like part of the lesson here. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to break it down piece by piece. Because I'm like, each of these cards come with a really different signature. And when they're all together, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. So, you may have been dealing with somebody in your family dynamic who was very controlling, very self-serving, you know, my way or the highway. It has to be this way. This is how we show. This is how we do things in this family, right? But part of the lesson here is if they want to come in, if they're trying to come to you with some kind of an apology to restore the balance to the relationship, because this almost feels like somebody here who wanted to be literally in control. This is weird. I don't know who this is for you. But it's like somebody wanting to be in control of your life, to be in control of the way you feel. Like, this is weird. This is really weird. They wanted to be in control of the way you operated. They wanted to be in control of your opportunities. They wanted to be in control of your stability, your finances. They wanted to control your mind, the way you think. They wanted to control the way that you feel. They wanted to keep you confused. And when they couldn't get what they wanted from you, they just moved on to the next person and would do the same thing to them. I don't know who this person is. If this is somebody in your family, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, you know, it could be your immediate family, but it could just be somebody that you're like related to. I don't know who this is. Child, it's a lot. But this person here, it really feels very much like somebody was just really trying to control everything. They just wanted to control everything. And part of the lesson, I think, for this person is like, if they want a new opportunity with you or want to initiate some kind of new cycle, they don't get to control it. Whatever the relationship dynamic, there could have been a lot going on there that you didn't really see, like smoke and mirrors. And there definitely could have been other people, other players involved, like other members of the family that were involved in keeping the game going, to keep up the appearance of, you know, whatever this person wanted. This is all funky energy. Oh. There lies the rub. Remember in the very beginning, I was like, okay, somebody here is going back and forth in their head about whether to not take action to try to like heal a connection, right? And they've been, and you know, I didn't think about this. Not only are they, so I feel like number one, I see two things. You're withholding your energy and effort. Like if you walked away from this person, you're withholding. That's number one. But number two, this person is they're also withholding, but what they're withholding is the apology that is due to you, right? They're withholding an apology. I feel like I said this a while back in one of the readings months ago, and I was like, if they come to you with an apology, it's likely an empty apology. It's just to say the words, thinking that the words are enough. If I say I'm sorry, and you know, if I just tell them I'm sorry, it's going to absolve my sins or whatever. I just saw 14:14 on the clock. But here's the thing. They may not either have a way to get to you. You may have blocked communication completely. You may have blocked communication completely, and you may have already started venturing onto your new cycle. Like you've already closed out this, so you're not looking back at it because you've already closed out the chapter, right? Yeah. Well, see, what did I say? Yeah. You already you already closed out a chapter. Hold on. You closed out a chapter, you blocked whatever you needed to block, you walked away or whatever. So if they initially had some kind of plan to come towards you, or any plan that they've tried to make to reach you or connect with you has failed. Plans have gone awry because they're not well thought out. It's weird because I have energy of somebody who's doing a lot of thinking, but I don't know what they're thinking about, because evidently they're not thinking how to execute the plan properly, because if they were, then they would, right? I mean, it's logic. But the environment that you were in, it didn't provide stability. It didn't actually have the, like, you were the love in the room. And when you left the room, the tower came. And I even said it in the beginning, I'm like, the foundation of the relationship was faulty anyway. I do believe the person that you were dealing with, somebody here that you may have been dealing with, it's kind of interesting because this is like, because I said it over here, they tried to control the way you thought, the way other people looked at you. They tried to control, not only you and the way that you saw yourself, and just the way that they wanted you to think. They also do that with, like I said, they also do this with everybody else in the family. So it's like, I heard think tank, but that's not what I heard think tank, but that's not really what I was thinking of. It's like this one person wanted to be the authority, the voice of the group. This is a lot. This is somebody who wanted to be the voice of the group. I'm in control. I control everybody that's underneath me. And they lost control of you when you walked away. You walked away because the environment wasn't stable. It wasn't conducive to the loving energy that you had. And literally the person here that you're dealing with, this person is, I think this came up in yesterday's reading, this is somebody who's very surface level. They're very superficial. They are only interested in, how much money people make and how much money people spend, and keeping up with the Joneses. And this person here was playing like mind games. And I think you see straight through it. You see straight through it. And now it's crazy because they wanted to have all of this control, but then you made a decision to see through, like, you literally can see through the confusion that they were, I mean, at this point you can, but you finally made your way out of the maze. You did it on your own without them. Oh, now this is interesting. All right, so I'm gonna pull these back. Let's talk about the bottom of the deck. I'm like looking from the bottom. I'm like, oh, the first three cards caught my attention. So let's talk about these. So you have somebody here who thought they knew what they were doing, took some really hasty, uncommitted action, and now they are dealing with the consequences of the action that they've taken. They're dealing with the consequences of their actions. It is also, this also has, oh, and then the sun. Oh, damn, and the star. Oh, damn, and the ace of swords. So whatever this person has done, and whatever unfortunate circumstances this person has seemed to find themselves in, and it's kind of crazy because the actions that they took, it wasn't a part of their path, or wasn't really part of their destiny. So they took this route, and now, and they did it with thinking that they knew what they were doing. Remember, I said they just wanted to win at all costs. So they were trying to, play mind games and outsmart you. But what's being illuminated on this whole side is just how much this person don't really know. Oh, look at the illumination. The sun in the upright with the moon in the reverse. Oh, you know what this looks like, collective? This looks like somebody here who may have been trying to spin a narrative about you. Because remember I said this person took some action, but they don't really know what they don't know. This person don't know shit. Yeah, I said it. If you watching, you don't know shit. There's somebody here who literally they don't know. And the action that they took, it was because they were like, it looks like kind of like somebody who was obsessively trying to figure out, what did I say yesterday? I was like, they can't attack you because they don't really know what to attack. They can't see what you're doing. They can't see what you're investing your time in. It won't tell me what the action is though. Like I want to know what they did. It doesn't say. I can't see that. But I can see the result. I see the hasty action. I see them taking this action, and and what's being illuminated now is they're reaping what they've sown. Somebody here may have also, I might be talking to this is you connected to source. So it's kind of like, because the way the cards are laid out, it almost looks like what people are seeing, what's being illuminated to people is, because I also have somebody here who may be like kind of looking into researching, looking into like, I feel like this is you. This is you over here. Yeah, it's like somebody here trying to spin a narrative, but they can't really do that. It's not working because it's being illuminated, like your connection to the divine, your connection to source. If you're on if you're on social media or something, or you have some kind of public platform, like literally people can see you. And so this person, I don't know if you've done something different or something, I don't know what this is. If you did something different all of a sudden, made like some like minor shift, and this even could be, because I see here some truth being told, I see this illumination, and something getting out of someone's control. Like they can no longer. Thank you, Spirit. I was like, where are we going? There was a narrative that somebody here was trying to portray about you, but they can't, because everything on this side shows they can't, because the truth is being illuminated about who you are and what you stand for, especially your connection to the divine. So if they were trying to spin a narrative, then they were trying to like maybe cloak the fact that they've done a lot to try to hide or prevent people from like looking into you or asking questions. But I don't know, you must be around a bunch of stupid people that don't think to do their own research, because child, I research everything. You tell me something, I'm gonna go look into it. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So you have somebody here who is, and they're upset because they're upset. I said they can't see what you're doing. They cannot see what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So if somebody here was like spreading rumor, oh my God, this is okay. Because now I'm seeing other layers of this. Because it also appears that somebody here may have been, and this ain't for everybody, but there's somebody here who may have been spreading rumors and gossip and lies about your, I won't say specifically your sexuality, but it's kind of like maybe telling people that you out there spreading it wide and thin, that you got addictions and all this other shit, right? And for the most part, I think people may have jumped on it or bought into it because you're very private. Like I see, you're very private about your life, right? So they could have been spreading all kind of rumors, but they're genuinely upset at the fact that their lies are being illuminated. Their lies are being illuminated. And what people can act. Oh, I love this. I love this because this also comes across as you don't, just like I said yesterday, you don't look like what you've been through. You don't look like what you've been through, but what people can actually see is they see how deeply devoted you are to your, your spiritual path. They see how deeply connected you are to the Most High. They see how much work and how much time you've taken to build yourself back up. Again, they don't know what to attack because they can't actually see what you're doing or your process or anything like that. So the narrative that they've tried to spin about you has lost control because the truth is out there that and the truth is out there that people can see. Now, here's the thing that they're upset about. They're upset, especially if you are being vocal about, and I mean, I don't necessarily see vocalization, but if you've been vocal about certain injustices that you have experienced, they're very upset about that. And I also feel like this is conflict. So maybe people are seeing the truth about who this person is, or they're seeing the truth. Okay. Because I just got another hit. So it's kind of like, say you walked away from this person, or and the thing is that they control the narrative as long as you were absent. So if you weren't around, they could just tell people whatever and get people in on the bandwagon, and then they're all buying into the story that they've been told, right? The lies, because there are definitely some lies out here, right? Um, they lie. Oh boy, they lie. They lie about the past. They lie. They lie about. They lie. They lie. So not only do they know who you are now, I don't think they really knew who you were in the past either, because they're telling lies about a past version of yourself that never actually even really existed, if we're keeping it a buck. This person also could be ill. And if they're, and I have said it before, illness is part of somebody's karma. And if somebody is ill, it may not just be one person, it could be a few people, because I've said it before, this person, whoever this is, they didn't work alone. So if they had other people underneath them, all of those people have been afflicted in some way or another. And I do feel like, yeah, and it's crazy because you have the ability to, like, okay, all the people that is underneath this person, right? They're all dealing with the same set of they're all dealing with the same set of unfortunate circumstances. I love the way all these cards are laid out here. This kind of looks like somebody who may be looking into, okay, because what are the odds that a whole bunch of people who are all connected are all going through the same thing, right? This kind of looks like, to me, like somebody who's like, okay, I got to figure this out. I'm looking at these people over here and they're all going through something. Let me look into, because I know about the collective, but let me look into this a little bit, right? Inquiring minds really want to know. So we have somebody who may be looking into, and they can clearly see the difference between, let me see, circle. Yes, they can see where somebody here is going through tough times. All these people here are going through tough times. You, however, are not. You're investing. What they see in you is, even though you've experienced all these injustices at the hands of this person, what they see via illumination of the sun and the moon in reverse, they see your connection to God. They also see your dedication to your path and how you've moved away from anything that has been remotely connected to your past. You are not moving forward with these people. You don't have any control over them. You're not, I don't even think you're not even out here trying to control people, but it's kind of like, I don't have control over what y'all do. I have control over what I do, and I'm going to focus on my path. And I feel like while they're going through this, I did say in the first set, I was like, somebody here may be going through dark night of the soul, and they're just kind of, they're resisting it. And I feel like God is trying to give this person an opportunity to heal, to like, because this could be even too, this could be somebody just deeply embattled within themselves, dealing with their own demons or the ones they conjured up. And I feel like God is trying to show them there is a way to heal, but this person is just not. They just, I don't know. They don't want to, I don't know. I kind of get the impression this person doesn't want to grow. And they don't really have any choice but to just, because they're not connected to you, they don't have any choice other than to watch you from a distance on a rise. And everything that they've tried, I said it yesterday because I kind of see it here, it's like everything that they try to do to you, it didn't work. It may have even bounced right back, right off of you and right onto them, because you're still standing upright. Like, you're literally Empress, High Priestess, you're still in the upright. You're moving forward regardless. And again, they're pissed. It's a couple of feminine energies. I have a masculine out here. They're pissed because no matter what they've done, they cannot affect you. They can't affect you, nor can they affect the way that people see you. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Yeah. And if you're in a relationship, and if you're in a relationship, there ain't nothing they could do to take you down. There's nothing that they can do to affect your relationship. Your relationship is solid. Your relationship is solid. If you re-engage with this person or these people, there's several people here, but if you re-engage with them, what it's going to do is put you right back in the energy that you literally had to fight to get out of. Yep, they're trying to, oh God. This person, whoever this is, they're so jealous of your life. They're trying to ruin your relationships. If you're a business owner, they're trying to ruin your business. They're trying to they're trying to lower your self-esteem, lower your vibration. Because I keep saying misery loves company. They just want somebody to be just as miserable and insufferable as they are. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's use this deck. Are we time wise? Child, this relationship is over. There is no stability to be found, no celebration, no happiness. The relationship is over. And I really feel like you tried to work with these people. You may have like whoever this is, it could be your whole family. You may have really tried to work with them, and they just chose not to work with you back. So you made a decision. Oh, you know what? What I really like, I think you made a decision. This what it feels like going into the future. It feels like It feels like choosing to learn a new way to do things. It feels like learning new ways to do things. Like overcoming your fear, overcoming fears of like moving forward or something like that. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay, so let's talk about this because you got somebody here who now because this goes back to the same energy. Like somebody's really unhappy and they're kind of going back and forth about whether to reach out and communicate to you. And I kind of feel like I said there's a number of people that are involved here, and I feel like you got you got two sides. You got one side of people who are like, you know what, fuck this shit, let's go reach out to the collective, and then you got a couple of other people who are like, wait, hold on, like no, like let's rethink that, because I kind of feel like these people, this almost feels like somebody trying to sway the decision. Yeah, yes. Okay, remember I said you may have a couple of people that want to come forward and yeah, because you got like two people on this side, you got two people on the other side, and these two people on this side are like, wait, well, let's talk about this. Let's, there's like feelings, and then these other people are like, no, we need to bring the truth out. So there is somebody here who wants to communicate. Terribly emotional. It could be worry. Because it's more than one person that wants to tell you the truth or wants to communicate. They want to clear the air with you. Oh. Okay. So here's the thing. So while you may have in the past had people working against you, right? You may have had people working against you in the past. There's somebody here, not a part, and I've mentioned this before, and it's interesting that I'm seeing it in this particular, just in one card, I can see it. There's somebody who maybe is a witness to what these people have done together. They're not a party to it. They're totally separate, okay? They're separate to the situation, but they can see what these people are getting into. They see, because I feel like this is you over here, like trying to, you doing your thing. These people are working. These people are definitely working against you. People want to come and tell you the truth. Okay. So remember when I said it was like somebody, it feels like, okay, we need to bring out the truth. And you have one group is like, wait, no. And then you got that other group is like, wait, yeah, no, yes, we got to go tell the truth. We have to tell the truth. So then in the background, we have somebody here who's kind of, I want to say they're on the fence. They're on the fence because whoever they've been listening to is somebody here who may have been like abusing their power. Okay, definitely connected to your past. Mm. Yeah, this. Okay, now it could be a couple because I do have counterparts out here now. They're both in the reverse. Potentially also could be like I keep getting adult child. I keep getting adult child here. Children, adult child. So maybe there's an adult child. I don't know whose kids are whose. Maybe you have an adult child. You are the adult child. There may be other children involved potentially. But I also see too, like the people that want to communicate that are kind of like on the fence. I think that they're aware too that they didn't really, like I said in the last spread, they didn't really show up for you, like in terms of like your presence in the room brought the love. Like you may not even have fond memories of these people or the environment that you were in. And so whoever's here going back and forth about whether or not to come towards you, it's almost as if, so it's like, okay, even though you've had a relationship with these people or you've known them or whatever, I kind of get, this looks like, it's kind of funny because the way that I'm picking up the energy, it almost was like somebody thinks that they would have to like start over, like start over. I keep hearing that, start over. I don't know, like a do-over? Because I feel like these people understand, I don't know, the way that I'm seeing it and the way that the energy feels, it's like whoever this is that wants to come towards you, the people, you know, as I said, it's a group of people, but you have like some people that are like for it and some people who are kind of against it. They don't want this information to be out. So they're kind of going back and forth in their head. And then, you know, we've got these people who are like really gung ho. They want to come and tell the truth. Um, but I also see here too, it feels very much like, I don't know, it's they're connected to your past in some kind of way. Like maybe you've known these people from childhood or you've known them for a long time. But I also see the realization here that like maybe in the past they didn't show up for you. They never really gave you shit. They didn't really give you time. They didn't really give you energy. They may even withheld, you know, time and energy from you. They withheld love. They withheld, you know, a loving energy. So they may be concerned that when they approach you, you know, you won't be all that open to communicate because why? I'm sorry. What? For what? Yeah, somebody wants to come and bring you an offer. They may be worried that you're not gonna accept it or be open to it. They want to start over though. They may be worried that they've taken too long. Like if I saw what was going on and I knew all this time, maybe I should have said something sooner. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think the blockage is they just haven't taken action. I think somebody's very clear about what they need to do, but they just haven't taken the action. Ooh. Whoever they are, they need to let you go. Energetically, emotionally, whatever. They need to let you go. Wow. And part of the lesson here is that they should have learned to prioritize. Like, I don't know how this is, like, because I get the impression that I do have the impression here that it's family or at least people that you've known for a really long time. And I feel like part of the lesson here for this person is that they may have juggled you with other people and they sacrificed their relationship or their connection with you, even though like maybe you were the one who brought stability into their life or you know, um Cray. They gotta let you go, though. They were busy juggling other people and then completely foregoing like the long-term relationship or the bond that they had with you for the sake of juggling all these other people. They gotta move on. Literally, the advice here, they gotta move on. It's time for them to like move, like stop focusing on a relationship that you've already exited the room. You've already left. You've already left the room. And the Nine of Wands was in the reverse, so you're not fooling with it anyway. Like you're not giving anything else to it. So they should just let you go and be done with it. Be done. Move on with your life. They need to be done. Ooh. Yeah, they're worried about reaching out. Somebody here is worried about reaching out. Yep, you were working towards a new life and towards some change, and you had people in the background working actively against you. Yep. And there's nothing, I think if you, I don't know, I kind of feel like you make a choice to move away from it because you don't want to deal with the drama and the conflict of their rigid ways. Like you definitely have somebody here who's, like I said, my way or the highway. They're a bully. They want things done their way. So you had to kind of learn how to fend for yourself and create the changes you wanted to see away from this person or these people. Okay. Yeah, they want to reach out, but something, I think they're kind of caught in this like battle about coming toward. Yeah, they're like kind of caught between this. Should we? Should we not? Um, should we reach out? Should we go to the collective? So they're kind of stuck right now. They're stuck between, I want to say, between their loyalties to this person or whoever this is, a ringleader, and coming forward to you to tell you the truth. Oh, yeah. They kind of want to tell you about this person being disloyal. But the thing is that the unfinished symphony is in the reverse. So we know when the unfinished symphony card's in the reverse, symphony is over. There's no closure needed, for at least not for you. So you can go back and forth in your head about whether or not you want to come forward, but it doesn't matter because you've already closed out the cycle. You've closed the cycle out. Yeah, and so you didn't know, because you didn't know what was going on in the background. They know that you don't know. Well, I mean, you can't see it. Some of you intuitively may have already known, but this person here, or even the people that they were dealing with, that they were kind of leading, like those people didn't realize that they were also being like abused to a degree, because this person was abusing their authority in people's lives. So like I don't know who this person is, but if they've been generally respected in in the community or whatever, or they're like a matriarch or patriarch of a family or something like that, they're going around telling everybody else how they should be living their lives or whatever. They didn't have any idea. They had no idea that this person that they've been following doesn't really know what they're doing. And so if you make a choice to not engage, that's justice. That's fair. Because, like, clearly you got people around you who are not loyal. Yeah, and they're worried. They're also kind of worried that their little mask and facade is starting to crumble. They try to present something. They try to present you in a certain kind of way, or this is them presenting themselves in a certain kind of way. Okay, so let me talk about this other thing that I see. Because I do have the energy of somebody wanting to make an offer to you, but there's something false about the offer. So they're okay. So that could be a source of the anxiety because they also know that what they're coming to you with isn't real. Pay attention. Just be really careful, okay? Oh, so they're trying to manifest an opportunity. They're just trying to think of anything to get next to you. They're trying to manifest an opportunity. Yeah, they're actively trying to manifest some type of an opportunity to either come towards you. Um, but they're not getting what they want. Yeah, so they're not getting what they want, so they're not happy. They're not happy. Yeah. Now I'm curious as to why this person is attempting to go after your 10 of Cups. That's also, that's part of their blockage. They're trying to come after your 10 of Cups. Listen, they got to release you. They got to let you go live your life and be happy because that's divine order. They don't really have a say in this. That's the problem to begin with because they wanted the control over this. They wanted control over this your whole life the whole time. They're learning a real tough lesson right now that they shouldn't have juggled your ass at all. Oh. So now they gotta, this is some self-reflective type shit here. Because now they gotta ask themselves why you don't want to entertain dealing with them anymore. Like part of the lesson was they shouldn't have juggled you in order, they shouldn't have juggled you in place of, like the long-term relationship or the long-term bond that you held. They juggled you with other people, other situations, other things. And now this person has to kind of reflect like why you're not engaging. That was part of the lesson. They'd like to really take a hard, long look at themselves. Yeah, and about the way that they operated in the past. Some flip. No. And the advice for this person is to literally get grounded. Oh, listen. Get grounded and to look at the relationship dynamic, to look at this situation from a neutral perspective, not looking at it, not making everything about themselves. Because I said this person wanted control over everything. They wanted control over your life. They wanted control over the way that you felt, the way that you thought, the way that other people viewed you, and the way other people felt about you. And the lesson here is like looking at the way that they maneuvered or the way that they worked with you or didn't work with you in the past, and looking at like, okay, looking at what happened in the past and seeing what's going on right now so that they can see from a higher perspective, removing their emotions and all that shit, like looking at the situation, having to learn how to look at something from a neutral, objective position, not just from their own lens, and understand why you decided to break the mold or break away from this situation, because they kind of created the environment for you to do this. Okay. Let's pull all these back. Interesting, interesting. Interesting. All right. I'm starting to like these cards a lot, actually. All right. You know what? Let's pull out the Kipper. Dun 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 dun. Let's pull out the Kipper. Let's do final pass. Actually, let's use the Kipper Lenormand. I actually oh, now that I'm thinking about it, Amanda, if you're watching this, please respond to my last email. Text me, girl. I need to talk to you. While it's on my brain right now. Text me, girl. I emailed you my number. Holla at your girl. All right. I'm gonna start with this deck first. My mixed deck. Oh, I love this. So you're on a spiritual journey. I feel like you're tapping into your, you're kind of, I want to say like well balanced between the conscious and subconscious mind. We like. You know what this looks like? It looks like in the recent past, you may have had something maybe blocking your progress. You may have had something blocking your progress. Now in the near future, okay, now maybe this ain't you. So I'm like, wait, hold on. So in the near future here, there may be somebody, there's something here affecting a home, potentially a loss of some income, loss of resources. So, because usually when I see this card, for me, it talks about movement, like moving, travel. Somebody may be blocked from doing that. Oh, there's something that needs to be released to you. So there may be some information, like a document, some documentation, a letter of some sort, some communication. Could be an email, it could be a text. Could be really in a very like peaceful state of mind. He living in peace. I do have the energy here of somebody who could definitely be ungrounded or something that lacks growth. There's something here. Maybe there's something here in your life that that doesn't have growth, or that lacks growth, or something. It's not, if it's not in your life right now, maybe it's kind of like in your auric field. It's like something that lacks growth or life. Maybe something's coming. Oh, maybe something's coming to an end. I didn't consider the two cards together. Maybe somebody, you may have somebody near you, around you, or I could be talking about somebody else that could be like experiencing bad health. So somebody could be experiencing bad health. Maybe a mature person. Somebody that may have been highly respected. Okay. So we have a contract or a marriage that may have ended. A relationship that may have been highly respected. So maybe it may have ended. The relationship may have ended. But that's justice. So even if somebody was experiencing bad health, I usually match the top card to the bottom card. It could be karma. So somebody could be in bad health and it's karmically charged. Because they stole something. With other people. Or wait, this could also be like them being ostracized from their own community, but somebody here stole something. Oh, maybe it's being discovered by the people that they were dealing with. Oh, Jesus. So maybe the person, I don't know who we're talking about. Like, it's a lot out here. We do have a thief. So let's talk about the thief. We'll start from there. So we have a thief out here. This person may be immature, like in the way that they think and operate. They may have caused, I don't know, I'm getting like ringleader energy. They may have led people to like purposely go after you or go after your children or your new opportunities. Like trying to prevent you from getting new starts or something like that. But there definitely there is some kind of letter or documentation that's being withheld from you. Somebody's thinking about like the pathway forward, what to do, where to go. They're worried because they're getting ready to lose either a home, they're getting ready to lose a home or their resources. They're getting ready to see a huge shift in their resources. Ooh, uh-oh. They're trying not to let something end. Oh, privileged lady. She's trying to not lose her privilege. So remember when I said, I was like, if somebody's going through dark night of the soul, like this is I think this is part of it. The more you fight it, the harder and worse it gets. So it kind of feels like this person, they're trying really hard to block whatever the losses, like they're taking losses, they're taking big ills. This person's trying to prevent that. And it's making it worse. So there's a message of concern. Like they don't. Okay, so here's the thing. They're not loyal to you. Whoever this privileged lady is, there's no loyalties here, and there's a message here that she's been withholding, and she's got to release it. She's got to let it go. Oh, We'll take all. You know, this is kind of interesting. It almost feels like this person, I don't know who this is. Usually, I mean, more often than not, whenever I pull the Kipper deck out, either one, it's kind of centered around the mature woman and the mature man, right? So it's usually like a parental figure or something like that. But this kind of feels like the lesson for this person is they should have had an expectation that the relationship eventually would come to an end. Um, and that you would like eventually, that's why it's giving me parental energy. It's almost like, and almost like your parent, I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's your parent or if it's your like partner's parent or whoever, but it's almost like this person's so controlling over the relationship. They're such a controlling individual that they were literally trying to control your movement like throughout your life. So if this is your parent, it's almost like part of their lesson here was for them to learn that eventually you would grow up and go out and seek your own life, seek your own happiness, and go out and bloom on your own. And this person was like in such shambles at the idea of you. So, okay, thank you, Spirit. Whoever you're walking away from, this parental figure, this person may have had like abandonment issues, right? So if you walked away from a parental figure who already had abandonment issues, you triggered the fuck out of them. And so then, you know, like I've been talking about it for months now, you became target enemy number one the moment you made the decision, like, I'm not fucking with you no more, I'm gonna go. Now they're triggered and they're mad. So how dare you walk away from me? How dare you leave me? I made you. You're mine. A whole ass possession. You know what I'm saying? And really part of the lesson here was you're not a possession. You're a whole ass person all by yourself. And instead of being sad about the fact that you have to move on and go be you, not to be in despair about that, to be like celebratory, to celebrate the fact that you get to go off and live your life and like have an exciting life. Like in my heart, it's funny because I think about it all the time with my daughter, because my daughter will be 17 this year. So, and she's going to her senior year in high school, and she's the only one of my kids who wants to like leave. And I understand. She's here with her brothers. She's sick of them. She just wants to go live her life. And like, even I saw it while we were on our trip. We had a really good time. We were just together hanging out and doing what we do. You know, no expectations, no pressure, just live. Um, and this energy feel, and I try, like I'm battling with myself right now because I think it's more of a fear because I know what the world is, and child, after Project 2025 and that big beautiful bill passed, like I worry about my children, you know, but I don't worry about I don't worry about them in a way where I feel like I got to control their whole lives and their movement. I want them to experience life. I want them to travel. I want them to see things, do things, have great friends, eat good food, drink great drinks. You know, I want them to do all the wonderful things. But whoever this is, whoever your parent, who, I don't know who this is, it's giving me strong parental energy of somebody who has abandonment issues. And when you walked away, you triggered the hell out of their abandonment issues. And part of their lesson was they were supposed to expect you to grow up and go away. That's part of life. There's some information. Listen, there's some information or a letter, document from a wealthy man having to do with a wealthy man that was meant to come to you. It needs to be released. Yes, yes. The key's out here twice. There's some information here. I cannot make this shit up. The inheritance. There's some information here that you have not received. What is this? They don't want to let you go. They also don't want to give up this information. The key is out here twice with the inheritance and the wealthy man. Somebody may have left you something of value, and they're not trying to let it go. You are the child. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. So this house and unexpected income is a result of the passing of this mature man. Failed marriage. Okay. So you remember what I said? So they withheld the message. Okay. Okay. So remember when I said in a couple readings back, I was like, what if, okay, so this mature man passes or whatever, and say there's an inheritance left. The gift is out here. We know the gift is the inheritance card. So say this gentleman passes, right? He passes. You may have also been blocked from, child, if this ain't my story, you also may have been blocked from even having knowledge of this, of maybe even of his passing or whatever has happened with him, right? But it's like the people, this community, they were in on it too. So it's like if somebody said, the collective isn't mature enough to handle, these responsibilities, the responsibility of whatever it was that was left to you. That's why this has been withheld. Has something to do with a family home. And these people, the other people that worked with them, they all worked together to keep this from you. And somebody here is now in bad health. But I said in one of the last prayers, I'm like, whoever's getting hit with it, if there's somebody sick, they're like, everybody that was involved, they're all feeling it in some level. They're all feeling it. And they're worried. Crazy, because some of y'all have been able to successfully accomplish a lot of stuff in life without the resources that these people have been trying to withhold from you. Yes, the blockage is this person is trying to hold on to their privilege as long as they can. If it has something to do with money, they're not trying to let it go. They're unable to move anything forward because they're not supposed to be in possession of this. Remember, I'm going to keep on reminding you, Saturn is a long ass game. Saturn is a long game. And while karma doesn't come in swiftly all the time, but when it comes, it shows out. They got to release this message. Listen, message of concern. They got to release this message. Whatever this is, this documentation, a letter, a message, there's something that belongs to you. They have to let it go. Especially if it's a house. Has something to do with a house. The crazy part about it is this person, they were trying to control everything about your life. They never had it's almost like they never had an expectation that you would one day grow up and want to leave. That's crazy. They wanted somebody to be stuck with them because of their abandonment issues. They did something. Listen, they did something in the courts. Yes, they did something in the courts to obtain this privilege and receive the sudden income, the sudden wealth. They stole it. I can't make this up. All right, let's do some truth cards, and then I gotta start cooking, because my contribution for the day is mac and cheese. So I gotta cook and then get ready. I'm going to go hang out with my cousins. All right. We have more to come. Show more respect. Chakra balance. If you have a question, the answer is maybe. Someone's not hearing you. Someone is lurking. Trust. Seeing clearly. 222 may be a significant synchronicity for you. 323. Repeating the past. Temporary setback. The long haul. Someone may reach you via phone with exciting news. Family issues. Fresh start. Walk it off. 2323 may be a significant synchronicity. 333. 2322. 232. 155. Ooh, I see my birthday out here. Deep feelings. Empathy overload. Someone's checking your social media. Lack of passion. The time is now. Confusion. Energy block. And yes, bottom of the deck is soulmate connection. And we know soulmates aren't always romantic. Okay, so 11, 22, 111, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 5, 5. Or 5, 5, 5, 1. 1919. 1119 or 1911. All right, let's look at the dates. I have January the 5th, January the 10th, January 23rd, and January 24th. I have February the 2nd, February the 3rd, February the 5th, February the 9th, February the 13th, February 16th, February 19th, February 18th, February 22nd, February 23rd. I have March. Oh, did I say February 15th? I have March the 5th, March 23rd, March 15th. I have April the 5th, April the 10th, April the 9th, April the 10th, April the 11th, April the 18th, 19th, April 24th, and April the 25th. May 1st, May 4th, May 23rd, May 10th, May 19th, May 2nd, May 15th, May 3rd. Did I say that already? Oh, May 3rd, May 13th, May 16th, May 22nd, May 23rd. May. Let's see. June. No June dates. No July dates. No August. I have September the 2nd, September the 3rd, September 4th, September 18th, September the 25th, October the 1st, October the 4th, the 5th, October the 19th, October the 23rd, October 24th, and October the 25th. I have November the 3rd and 4th, November the 18th and 19th. And that's it. Nothing for December. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation of your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get this in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, the super thanks, the new bookings. Thank you guys for getting my numbers up and circulating the content. I appreciate all of y'all, and I appreciate y'all for supporting each other in the comments and for supporting my channel. I appreciate y'all for being here. My heart is full. My heart is full. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a fantastic day doing whatever it is you're doing, whether you're doing something or not doing something. I hope you enjoy it regardless. Have a wonderful weekend. I may have some time to come back over the weekend, but I can't make no promises because my weekends get away from me. Anywho, I love you. Till later. Take care. Bye.